G.I. Joe invents Google Earth like 20 years early, and Cobra immediately seizes control of their spy satellite, which naturally forces Flint to make the very sensible command decision to throw it to the ground, because if we can't have it, no one can. Excellent lesson to teach children. The thing goes down somewhere in northwest Africa, so Flint sends a message to anyone in the area. And naturally that means Dusty, the desert trooper, and Spirit, the Native American. Also, Storm Shadow, the Cobra Ninja, is here setting fires. Man, this corner of Africa, which I'm guessing from the map at G.I. Joe HQ is somewhere in the vicinity of Nigeria, is just hopping with activity. Then, Spirit and Storm Shadow almost have another showdown, which still makes absolutely no sense to me. Guys, G.I. Joe has a ninja. He dresses in all black, which is the exact opposite of Storm Shadow's all-white wardrobe. These two are clearly arch-nemeses, like Blaster and Soundwave. If Cobra wants to fight Spirit directly, they should consider recruiting an evil cowboy of some kind. Spirit runs off to save somebody from the fire, and Dusty gets his ass handed to him, claiming that Storm Shadow used ninja hocus pocus on him. But we were there, and it was clearly just punching and kicking. I'm pretty sure G.I. Joe teaches punching and kicking. Then Lady J and a bunch of other guys are here, and the guy Spirit rescued turns out to be Macintosh, a grizzled old hermit who lost his African safari expedition to proto-human apes. Oh, that old chestnut. Also, apparently the G.I. Joe reinforcements brought Spirit his bird, because you can't go on a mission without your bird. Obviously. Cobra attacks, and as a bunch of Joes plummet to their near death, Lady J informs us that she hates falling. It's deep, rich details like this that give these characters their three-dimensional complexity. Storm Shadow calls back to Cobra HQ, warning that he senses something disturbing. Now, admittedly, I'm not terribly well versed in martial arts lore, but is that a thing? I thought ninjas were just good at fighting and hiding and jumping around like jackasses. I didn't think they had Jedi senses. Back with the Joes.
Interesting. A cutting stone. My ancient ancestors made tools like this.
But we're looking for a satellite, Spirit, not artifacts.
You do not understand. This tool was made recently.
Sure, Africa, North America, basically the same, right? Then the Cobra guys find the Joes, and Spirit and Storm Shadow start jumping around like jackasses. Then the mythical proto-humans join the fight, and one of them pegs Spirit's bird with a rock, so clearly they're bad news. They drag the Joes and the Cobras back to their Ewok village, where we discover that they have possession of the satellite and are worshipping it like a god. You know, like in that terrible Star Trek episode. Or that good Star Trek episode. Or the 30 other Star Trek episodes with this plot that were somewhere in the middle. I guess what I'm trying to say is they use this plot on Star Trek a lot. Also, I don't like falling either. The Joe rescue party tracks Lady J and the rest, once again finding a use for the tank that shoots bridges. Everyone's favorite toy. Then they find freedom.
Where's Spirit? Where's your master?
Easy, Dusty. It's just a bird. It can't answer you.
I don't know why exactly, but this cracked me up. I actually do feel really bad for the injured bird, though, which is completely ridiculous. I mean, this was made in 1986. That bird is probably long dead by now. Then Spirit and Storm Shadow agree to put aside the long-standing differences between ninjas and Indians and fight their true common enemy, satellite-worshipping cavemen. Alright, at least if things aren't going to make sense, they're going to not make sense in that batshit insane Sunbow way that I love. Storm Shadow nearly kills a young cave thing and berates the Joes for their foolish compassion. Which, given that he lets his opponents go every single time because of ninja honor or whatever, makes him a huge hypocrite. Dude, you're a cave child murderer. Just own it. I doubt Cobra Commander will think any less of you for that. Then the Joes make friends with the cave guys because of course they do. Flint tries to retrieve the satellite, but it breaks. Then Spirit breaks Storm Shadow's sword, which makes him really mad because he's one of those sword guys. Then he chooses to spare Spirit and jumps off like a jackass. And the Joes, unencumbered by the Prime Directive, leave behind a television for the cave guys. And we close on some brilliantly subtle social commentary.
For whiter teeth, it can be beat. For fresher breath, it's the best. For healthier gums, go get you some Happy Brush toothpaste today.